Ponticelli, Napoli, and the homecoming of the Universiade, 1959. And Turin is where the games begin. 60 years on, and the great city of Naples in the Mezzogiorno, the capital of Campania, hosts the 30th edition of this melding of academic and sporting brilliance. What of today? It's apparatus finals day. Today, it's about the specialists.
Final vault, woman.
It is time for the women's vault competition as part of apparatus finals day at Napoli 2019. Marina Nekrasova of Azerbaijan, first to go, really experienced gymnast from Voronezh. She's been competing for Azerbaijan since 2013. And that's a really good vault. Now that's the vault that she had a 0.3 penalty for in the qualification. And what a change there. 14.1 for that first vault. It was 12.65 in qualifying.
Secondo salto, second vault.
Execution 8.7 to 7.55. Right, here we go, second one. That is also well executed. She's going to take a 0.1 penalty. But suddenly, Nekrasova is absolutely in contention. So it's a 14 for Nekrasova. Now let's just contextualize that. 13.325 in qualifying as the sixth strongest. And it really puts pressure on Nabieva now, who was 14.05 as the top qualifier. That's how you want to start a vault final, isn't it? Lilia Akaimova of the Russian Federation, second strongest. This first vault was a big one. And it is still likely to be a big one. She was awarded a 5.8 difficulty score for that vault in qualification, or for the first vault in qualification. Her Universiade trophy cabinet could be growing. 14.35.
Second vault.
Virtually identical to the first vault in qualifying. This now is the crucial one. This was the vault that she had problems with in qualification, and she does not have problems on this occasion. So the first two have removed their major problems from qualifying. 13.975 is the total score, very nearly, but it is still Nekrasova in first place.
Russia,
Tatiana Nabieva,
for Tatiana Nabieva,
team silver medalist. This was a huge first vault in qualification. 14.55 she scored for it. What this time? That's what this time. Great vaulting. A look of absolute ferocity at the table as she walks away. And she's got a 14.5 for that first vault.
second vault, Nabieva.
Second vault for Tatiana Nabieva. Oh, she did have a big step backwards, and there will be a 0.1 penalty. Now, what's that going to do in terms of Marina Nekrasova being the leader on 14? The score is 13.925 for Tatiana Nabieva. And that means that it is gold for Marina Nekrasova of Azerbaijan. That is a wonderful moment for her. Lilia Akaimova of the Russian Federation taking the silver. Tatiana Nabieva, also of the Russian Federation, with the bronze medal. And so the start list for the women's uneven bars competition, and we'll start with the top performer, Hitomi Hadakeda of Japan. And so we begin with Hitomi Hadakeda of Japan, the strongest performer in qualification and the gold medalist in the all-around from yesterday. Transitions with the Van Leuven. Builds up the pace after the Jaeger. Rapid stolder work on the low bar. Lovely start, very precise as we would expect from Hitomi Hadakeda, who had a 13.85 in qualification. .14 is the score for Hitomi Hadakeda. I think she might have been surprised by how high that was. Just possibly, if I've read the body language and the reaction right.
Slovakia.
Asuka Teramoto is the first of these big three. 13.75 was her mark in qualification. That was the second highest. Progresses nicely through the ginga. There's plenty of release and catch work going on. It's all very tidy. Well, we're having a thoroughly entertaining uneven bars competition. Has Asuka Teramoto done enough to challenge that 14 mark set by Hitomi Hadakeda? Teramoto has made an improvement by half a tenth to a score of 13.8. Tatiana Nabieva, 13.5, the fourth strongest in qualifying, but with a 0.3 penalty. Cleanly through her transition work so far. Nice half turn to build the difficulty a touch. No issues there. Dismounts very well. So Tatiana Nabieva is going to keep everyone guessing as the final scores come in. Will she make it onto the podium once more? Tatiana Nabieva has taken the silver medal with a score of 13.9. I think she has just discovered that now. The score has come up in the arena, and it is another silver medal on the uneven bars for Nabieva. Confirmation of the final standings in the women's uneven bars competition. Asuka Teramoto of Japan, the bronze medalist Tatiana Nabieva of the Russian Federation for silver. Hitomi Hadakeda of Japan getting yet another gold medal. That is her third of these games. The start list for the women's balance beam competition. Uliana Perebinosova of the Russian Federation, second strongest in qualifying, goes third in the order. Carlotta Filito, the third strongest, goes at number 6. And penultimate gymnast to compete will be the top qualifier, Hitomi Hatakeda of Japan, who's going for yet another gold medal.
Mokosova, in pedana. Lara Mori, Italia.
Now to Lara Mori, the fourth strongest qualifier, so she's definitely in with a shout. And she has delivered really impressive work on the balance beam so far. This is the big one. She's through the first bit. Stability and security in this routine was a key part of Italy's success in taking the team bronze. Now it's just her. She's there. Some fans are rather torn between calling out encouragement and being utterly silent. You can hear a few cheers, a few shushes around the field of play. It's a nervous Vesuvio. She doesn't seem nervous at all. Growing into this routine, actually. That was nice. Very well done by Lara Mori. Is it going to be good enough to contend for a medal? It's certainly going to ask the question. So it's 12.85 for Lara Mori. So she's exactly where she was in the qualification, or after the qualification.
Russia. Uliana Perebinosova.
Now to Uliana Perebinosova of the Russian Federation. Another 12.85 score in qualifying. Second best because her difficulty was a touch low. Her execution was very good. A very strong competition so far, a couple of silver medals. That was really steady from Perebinosova. Never did that seem particularly in doubt as a routine. It's a score of 12.8 for Perebinosova.
Canada, score 12 and 40. 12,400 per Carlotta Ferlito. In pedana, Hitomi Hatakeda, Japan.
Now, Hitomi Hatakeda of Japan has got to contend with just a little bit of noise from the crowd. By and large, they've stopped that as she's about to perform. So here is the work of the top qualifier. 13.1 was her score. She's just looking so very hard to dislodge at the moment. Very reliable displays. She has been the standout performer of gymnastics at these games. She's got 13, and Hitomi Hadakeda, similar reaction to the uneven bars mark. She's gone into the gold medal position. It's the bronze for Uliana Perevinosova of the Russian Federation, the silver for Lara Mori of the host nation, Italy, and the gold, once again, another gold, a fourth gold for Hitomi Hadakeda of Japan. She is unstoppable. Now, our focus is on the women's floor exercise. Aiko Sugihara, the gymnast who took a team gold, was fourth in the all-around, fourth on balance beam. Second strongest qualifier here, with a score of 13.25. It's a quite mesmerising routine, isn't it, from Sugihara? Gymnast whose academic studies are conducted at the Japan Women's College of Physical Education. Representing the host nation, as if you couldn't tell from the raw, Carlotta Ferlito of Italy. 13.2 in qualifying, she was the third strongest. Oh, gymnastics, you do make us smile. Carlotta Ferlito moved to tears by the reception she has received from the crowd here.
Ferlito.
Carlotta Ferlito has moved into the gold medal position. Her score 13.2. And they've just discovered, in case you couldn't tell, successfully blocking all of it out. Uliana Perebinosova of the Russian Federation, the 5th strongest in qualifying. Uliana Perebinosova has been such a key part of the artistic gymnastics programme at these games. It's 12.7 for Perebinosova, so she's dislodged Farah Abdul Hadi to go into the bronze medal position. She began the games, she lit the Universiade flame. Tonight, Carlotta Ferlito was the one on fire, and nobody else could hold a candle to her. Confirmation of the final standings in the women's floor competition. Uliana Perebinosova of the Russian Federation taking the bronze, Aiko Sugihara of Japan the silver, Carlotta Ferlito of Italy winning the gold medal for the host nation.
France, Andrea Russo, Italia.